What's good, Five fans? This is Standing Account with the SDBC coming back at you with another video. I just wanted to give my thoughts about Oscar De La Hoya's recent talks about still having interest in coming back. A couple weeks ago, he did talk about coming back and potentially challenging Conor McGregor. Once he did release that, or once that news was released, he did in fact get a lot of backlash from people in the boxing community, and even a lot of just general fans or casual fans calling him a hypocrite just based on the fact that before his statements, he did put out a social media campaign, and even you could say a press release bashing the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather fight. So in that vein, people were just kind of confused as to how can you say what Floyd Mayweather is doing is destroying boxing, but then turn around a few months later and declare that you're coming back and going to fight a guy who's now 0-1. In a recent interview, he did say he's still interested in coming back. He doesn't really have a particular opponent in mind as to who he wants to face. I think there was a little bit of rumbles regarding him wanting to challenge Floyd again, but I don't think it's going to gain any traction because at this point now, yeah, Floyd could in fact fight De La Hoya and it'd be a big money fight, but I'm not sure what the interest would really be in that. Again, just because Floyd's involved, and of course with De La Hoya involved and all the trash talk has been going on the entire 2017, it could generate a lot of money, but I don't think it'll be too interesting of a fight considering De La Hoya's been retired, and in his case, he didn't retire based on the fact that he was just, sick of fighting. He got beaten to retirement by Manny Pacquiao, as opposed to Floyd, who fought a few months ago. He's a little bit fresher in the sense that he's been recently training. He's definitely in better shape. And again, De La Hoya, I don't think has anything left. So in regards to him coming back to fight, I don't care. He might as well challenge, maybe say an older guy, maybe a previously retired guy. I know a couple weeks ago, Felix Trinidad did state that he wanted to rematch De La Hoya and maybe have that fight in Puerto Rico and raise money to kind of help them out after the hurricane that hit them. I still think about 70 to 80% of the people there are without power still, so that'll be a much needed event for them to kind of celebrate, enjoy a night of boxing, as well as raise funds to kind of uplift them and fix whatever problems they still have remaining in Puerto Rico. Maybe you can call out Fernando Vargas. I know Fernando Vargas at one point was training people. I'm not sure what kind of shape he's in, but it couldn't be any worse than De La Hoya is, even though he claims that he's been training behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, De La Hoya to me is doing a lot of stuff just for the coverage, just for the publicity. If he doesn't get a Conor McGregor fight, or if he doesn't get a Floyd Mayweather fight, other than Trinidad, there's no one really out there for him to fight. So all this talk, I think, is just to generate a buzz for his Golden Boy Promotions company, which has been floundering as of late. He has one key fighter in Canelo Alvarez, and after that, there's nothing or no one left for him to really push or promote. So I guess promoting himself is his last route. You can't push Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins is retired. He's about 50 years old. Shane Mosley's retired. Those are the only other two names that you can consider, not household names, but big names that he could potentially push and promote the fight, but they're done. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe to the SDBC. This is Standing Account. You guys have a good morning.